A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Mbappe to Real Madrid might be true, admits Perez as Ancelotti. Asked about whether Mbappe is really heading to Real Madrid, Perez's response was somewhat cryptic, but he teased the arrival of the France international in his press conference.
He also touched on image rights and Ramos' relationship with Ancelotti. We will explore each of these issues in the paragraphs below.
We also take a look at the current state of Mbappe's future. Perez teases Mbappe's arrival at Real Madrid.
Florentino Perez teased Mbappe's arrival at Real after the club won their 35th La Liga title last week. Mbappe, who joined Paris Saint-Germain as a teenager, had been linked with a move to Madrid since last summer.
However, the French forward and Real decided to wait a year before announcing a deal. However, Perez teased that it would be only a matter of time before the 18-year-old wore a white shirt.
While Real Madrid have been trying to persuade the star player to stay, Mauricio Pochettino has said he is 100% certain to stay in Paris next season. However, Carlo Ancelotti did not rule out a move and refused to deny speculation that Mbappe would join the club.
Perez did little to quell the rumors. The return of Carlo Ancelotti has reopened the transfer window for Real Madrid.
The club won the La Liga Santander 4-0 over Espanyol to win the title for the 35th time in a row. The win over PSG means Perez will now be able to concentrate on securing the Golden Boot at Euro 2020.
Diego Costa's pre-contract agreement with Barcelona expired at 12:01 a.m. on Jan.
1. That means he is free to join any club.
But, the real question is, will he stay at the Nou Camp or stay at PSG? Let's see. So many things could happen between now and the end of the season. As long as Zidane stays healthy, the team is in the title race.
In a world where the competition is sapping talent, the young Frenchman's ambitions are huge. He's focused on winning the Champions League, avenging his World Cup exit to Bayern Munich, and claiming the top assist and goals titles in Ligue 1.
If he manages to do all that, he could soon become a Real Madrid star. As the summer transfer window approaches, the pressure is on to sign the young star.
PSG has tabled a bumper $50 million a year deal for the French striker. That would make the 23-year-old the highest-paid player at PSG and surpass Lionel Messi and Neymar in the finance entrance.
However, the picture rights are complicating things further. While PSG is happy to give 100% management to Mbappe, Real Madrid are only prepared to sign a 50-50 partnership.
Mbappe's future is complicated by image rights. Kylian Mbappe is weighing up his options ahead of the summer transfer window, despite a massive signing-on fee from PSG and the freedoms associated with image rights.
His future is unsure, however, and former Arsenal midfielder Fabrice Petit has suggested that a third party could be involved. Mbappe could move to the Premier League club Manchester United if image rights are an issue.
In response to Mbappe's refusal to participate in a sponsorship event with a French national team sponsor, the French Football Federation has intervened, although the FFF has ruled out sanctioning the teen star. Rather, they'll send him a letter reminding him of his obligations and hoping for an amicable resolution.
Meanwhile, image rights are a key issue in negotiations with Real Madrid, which will likely be the club's next big signing. The French star could break Real Madrid's record signing-on fee, and is expected to be worth upwards of €80 million.
However, the star is not content with just playing for Real Madrid, and is keen to own 100% of his image rights. While Real Madrid usually offer players a 50% image rights rate, some have achieved more. Mbappe has exhibited a willingness to control his own image rights by refusing to participate in advertising campaigns.
Despite his impressive performances, Mbappe's future remains uncertain. Image rights have become a key issue for the young Frenchman, and his current deal with PSG expires in the summer of 2022.
Real Madrid are the favorites to sign him on a free transfer, but PSG remain confident that they can keep him in Paris. This situation is reminiscent of Shevchenko's first move to Inter Milan.
Despite the image rights, there is still hope for the French star to play for Real Madrid next season. The French club has offered him a contract worth €50 million per year, making him the highest-paid player at PSG.
The deal would make him the highest-paid player in the club and surpass the contract signed by Lionel Messi and Neymar. However, the future of Mbappe is currently clouded by image rights, and it is difficult to predict his ultimate destination.
Perez's relationship with Ancelotti. Florentino Perez hinted at a possible signing for Kylian Mbappe.
The French midfielder has been linked with a move to Real Madrid, and the president of Real admitted that he might be interested in signing the teenager. Perez has recently won the La Liga title for Real Madrid, and after their victory over Espanyol on Saturday, the club were up to 17 points ahead of second-placed Sevilla.
Real will continue to focus on the Champions League, despite losing their first leg to Manchester City 4-3. The speculation over a possible move for Kylian Mbappe has remained high for some time, despite the French champions' efforts to convince the star player to stay.
The French president, Emmanuel Macron, has been a staunch supporter of the PSG side, but he's reportedly not convinced by the French side. As such, he's been trying to persuade the player to stay.
Perez admits that it might be true, and he's open to the possibility that the move can happen in the summer. Florentino Perez was at the Santiago Bernabéu to celebrate the club's title, and he attended the post-match press conference after the match against Espanyol.
Perez was asked about Karim Benzema's season and how important a Ballon d'Or is to his club's ambitions. Perez also touched on the criticism of Carlo Ancelotti following his sacking after the 2015 season.
There are a number of reasons for the French international's potential move to Real Madrid. Mbappe is out of contract in France at the end of this season, and his club and player have agreed to wait until the summer to conclude a deal.
However, if it's the former, a move for Mbappe would be a big deal. The French forward's transfer to Madrid would be the ultimate reward for both parties.
Ramos' relationship with Perez. Florentino Perez and Sergio Ramos have always had a good relationship, and their current situation is no different.
The two men have discussed the central defender's future many times, and their friendship has never been strained. Ramos believes that a contract extension is the best way to keep him at Real, but he may want to look elsewhere.
The following are some interesting facts about Ramos' relationship with Perez. Florentino Perez is a legendary judge in Spanish football and was left without a coach after Zidane left Real Madrid.
Perez was angry at Zidane's letter of criticism and thought he needed to make major roster changes. Sergio Ramos, meanwhile, was part of the movement to restart Real Madrid's project, but he was also a part of the pulse-killing movement.
Perez had also broken up with Raúl and Fernando Hierro in the past, and now he's on the same path with Ramos. Although Perez is a highly respected figure in Spanish football, there are some red flags that have been raised about Sergio Ramos' relationship with the club's new owner.
Ramos' current contract expires in 2020, so a 2-year extension is unlikely. Ramos' injury history has already meant that he missed the majority of the 2020–2021 season.
Perez didn't want to take a risk by giving Ramos another 2-year contract. Sergio Ramos and his relationship with Perez has been the topic of intense speculation for months.
Real Madrid will pay tribute to the Spanish international on Thursday, and Perez will say a few words about his future. While his contract is expiring at the end of this month, talks have failed to produce a positive outcome.
Sergio Ramos is one of the club's greatest assets. He has won everything in the past 16 seasons at the Bernabeu.
The final chapter in his career will be bittersweet despite the fallout. There are 3 key flashpoints in the Ramos-Perez relationship.
First, Ramos' agent allegedly used his brother René as leverage in negotiations to secure a PS9 million per year on a 5-year deal. Then, after Casillas' exit, Perez was reluctant to lose him.